right, it is 5 o'clock. I'll call the Finance and Personnel Committee to order. We'll begin with the roll. Alder Feldy. Here. Alder LaFay.
Here.
Alder Becker.
Here.
Alder Perella.
Here.
Mitchell is here. We have a full committee today. Will you all please join me in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, then barring any objection from the committee, we will skip over item number 4, the introductions, and move on to item 5, the approval of the minutes from the September 9th meeting. Is there any discussion on those minutes? If not, we'd be looking for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Then seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye. The ayes have it, and the motion passes. Takes us right to item number 6, which is RO number 48 of 2425, submitting a claim from Kathleen Knoll requesting the city pay her plumbing bill.
This, as well as the next two items, are claims that have already been dealt with, and so they're just here for filing. This particular claim was denied on the basis that there was no negligence by the city.
Thank you. Any discussion on this one? If not, we'd be looking for that claim to file.
I make a motion to file.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Then seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye. The ayes have it, and the motion passes. That one is filed. Next up is item number 7, which is RO number 49 of 2425, submitting a claim from Sharon Croning for alleged damages to her vehicle when struck by the arm of a garbage truck.
This one has been paid in the amount of $1,435.22, and it's here for filing.
Questions or comments on this one? If not, we'd be looking for a motion to file.
I make a motion to file.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye. The ayes have it, and the motion passes. That one is filed as well. Takes us into item 8, which was RO number 52 of 2425, submitting a claim from Pamela A. Wenzel for alleged injuries from a fall due to a crack in the sidewalk.
This one was also denied. No negligence on the part of the city, not the city's responsibility where this happened.
Any discussion? If not, we'd be looking for that motion to file.
I make a motion to file.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second, and seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye. The ayes have it, and the motion passes. That one is filed as well. Takes us into item 9, which is resolution number 78 of 2425, a resolution authorizing the appropriate city officials to enter into an intergovernmental cooperative agreement with Sheboygan County for sales tax revenue sharing for transportation infrastructure maintenance.
Good evening. This is the annual agreement to accept sales tax revenue funds from the county to be used on road and bridge projects throughout the city. The amount increased 7% from last year, which is an extra $45,000. For reference, we received $337,000 in '24, and the amount earmarked for us to receive in '25 is $682,000. Any questions?
Thank you. Questions or comments on this item? Alder Perella?
Yeah, actually, I'm just curious about, I know we do that every year, right?
Yep.
The way that the formula that is used based on I think the equalized value.
Correct.
So it's the equalized value of what? Of
The taxable real property in the city.
So all the properties.
Correct. In throughout the entire county, they add it all up, and then they'll take our piece of the formula, and that's our percentage that we receive.
Right. I just wonder, because they say, so the equalized value relative to Sheboygan, to the city of Sheboygan alone, is $4,564,760,000. So that is where they apply that formula to those 4,500,000. And so those 4 million, I'm just curious, these 4,564,760,000 are
Yep.
what? Is the value of,
That's our equalized value for the city, yes.
for all the properties, for anything on the city of
Correct.
Sheboygan?
Correct.
I believe
Okay.
everything except for properties within a TID.
Minus
Minus the TID.
TID increment, yes.
Yeah, okay, very good, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? If not, we would be looking for a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second, then seeing no further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye, the ayes have it, and the motion passes. That one is approved. Thank you. Takes us to item number 10, which was a direct referral of resolution number 81 of 2425, authorizing the purchasing agent to issue a purchase order to Advanced Asbestos Removal Incorporated of Pickett, Wisconsin, for the removal and disposal of asbestos and lead-based paint materials to proceed the demolition of the former Wells Fargo Bank building at 636 Wisconsin Avenue.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I was directed to prepare the building at 636 Wisconsin for demolition. One of the first steps is to find out what we're dealing with as far as asbestos, lead-based paint, things of that nature. The inspection work was actually done for the city by a company called North Star Environmental, and that was actually funded under a brownfield grant through the county. Next step after that is to determine how we're going to get rid of everything prior to demolition. And so a bid was prepared and issued for the abatement of asbestos, lead, other nasties. And 3 bids were received. The low bid was from Advanced Asbestos Removal out of Pickett, and $69,000. And $69,875. In the inspection report, there were a number of areas that were assumed to have additional asbestos materials, but they weren't able to verify that. One area, as an example, in the main lobby of the building, the ceiling is 22 feet high. It's a false ceiling. And they know there's steam pipes with asbestos insulation going through that ceiling, but they weren't able to necessarily quantify it. That's not uncommon to have areas that potentially contain some of these materials, but they aren't able to be quantified initially. They generally put that responsibility onto the abatement contractor. So that we have asked for a $10,000 contingency to be able to take care of some of those materials, which we believe are there, but we won't know until we get into it a little bit deeper.
Thank you. And are we comfortable with 10,000 being enough for that contingency?
Pardon me?
Are you comfortable with 10,000 being enough for the contingency? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions or comments from committee? Alder Perrella?
Yes, so it's not on the amount, I mean, all okay. I just was wondering, this is the removal of the asbestos or lead or anything else happens before the demolition, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're typically in any demolition exercise, whether it's maybe you have an old garage behind your house that you want to demolish, it's the responsibility of the owner to properly identify and ultimately remove that before the demolition contractor comes on site to start tearing it down. So it's a very common practice.
Thank you, sir.
Any other discussion? Alder Lefebvre?
Yes, when this asbestos and lead paint and all that is removed, will the property be EPA certified for any other future developments that the city of Sheboygan may have for that property?
That'll be determined. The property itself, where the building sits, we are removing, as part of the demolition, we are removing all improvements on that parcel, including basements and foundation walls, foundation floors, things of that nature. So essentially, it'll be a clean site from our standpoint. We're not aware of any EPA issues on that particular site. It was never a gas station or anything like that. So, so we believe,
Well, I just wanted to make that clear so that, that thought process is in place in case, we have to come back and revisit this issue at a later date.
I understand totally where you're coming from.
That's just it. Thank you.
I personally, am not involved in soil borings and things like that. My job is to clear the site. So I can't conclusively say that there's nothing there.
Just nothing that we are aware of.
There'll be nothing there that was caused by the building, let's put it that way.
Fair enough.
All right?
Any other questions or comments? If not, we'll be looking for a motion to approve on this one.
I make a motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Then seeing no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion passes. This one is approved. Thank you. Our next regularly scheduled meeting date will be October 14th. And with that, we have exhausted our agenda and are looking for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion passes. We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.